So I'm not trying to be cool, I ain't trying to do nothing, I'm just trying to fucking vibe. It's a celebration of Thanksgiving, a reason for some goodness, simple Thanksgiving. I was giving thanks, I was out here thinking that I was shooting blanks when I was writing down my pain, writing down what the fuck, yeah, got me saying, got me fucking saying. No one understood, cause I was the only nigga that made it out the hood, yeah, I was straight, had a lot on my plate, I just wrote it down, then I went to town, and I put it down, and I made a few, and I made it do what the fuck it needed to, cause I was true to the game, to my pops, to the Lord, to the God, to the say what you wanna. I'm a life learner, yeah, through my life I was always a burner, always a earner, always learning. Now the tone turning, now the table turn. Now I can teach, now I got something that I can teach the streets. I can show them niggas how I made it out with a pen and a paper, that's no cap. Nigga, I'm bold, I don't fucking cap, nigga. I wear caps, nigga, and I don't rap, nigga. I'm in clean energy, did it with the LED. Yeah, I fucking did it, and you know I'm about to take my shit. I'm about to own the fucking city. And this shit is really looking pretty. Yo, the reason for this, my real intention behind this is I achieved what most young men growing up want to achieve. But the truth is most young men aren't gonna achieve it because, you know, they've been taught otherwise. So hopefully through your own journey, those individuals, you know, find this through your own journey and through me showing you mine, hopefully you could see that you could take the wheel. And most of the shit that you've spent your life learning is not what's gonna really get you what you want. They're gonna teach you, they taught you a bunch of things that ultimately don't even apply in life, but you know, how the fuck do you get what you want? How do you want to do something and then get it? How do you fulfill a desire? I'm gonna take you guys on my journey from that. I'm 29, so from like 23, 24 on, and through these journal entries, you guys are gonna get to know me vividly. I'm not gonna hold nothing back, and I'm gonna make videos in response to what the journal entry and the state of mind that I was in during the journal entry and where I am today, you know, and my thoughts on what I was thinking back then, what I would tell myself. But a lot of it is crazy. You'll see. But to the new world energy, to the new world that we are gonna co-create. The world that's not bound by hate. A world that doesn't have borders or nations or people flooded in their egos and drowning in their egos. A world where our dark side and our truth is what we don't publicize that. We don't be real about shit, because that's what society at large is needing. There's been so much lies, man. There's so much hard shit. Life seems like it's there to teach us. And it definitely does seem like it's here to fucking beat us. If you don't wake up yourself and start to listen to what's being showed to you abnormally. You gotta see between the lines. This is what religion this is why, religion will lead you to start seeing between the lines. It will lead you to ultimately the metaphysical realm, spirituality, all these non-physical concepts that they don't teach us that are very real. Just like the wind that's right here on my balcony is real, but I can't see it. Just like the fetus that, impregnates a woman. At that moment you can't see it, but is it not real? So therefore, God is in the atom. That's actually a book, and I highly advise that you read it. But God is in the smallest things that we can't see, but that's all around us. That's dictating everything that's going on. So once we get in tune with that, then we can start to tune our reality and tune our situation to a frequency. This shit sounds crazy, but it's like really just once you start changing the thoughts that dominate your mind, once you start hijacking it back, feel me? Like, it's crazy that the thought just came to my head of like 9/11, and our minds are being ran by these terrorists that are hijacking it, and we don't really want to go back and hijack it back, but we know what that leads to is death by uncertainty or death by certainty. So if they was to hijack the plane back, what could have happened? So that's what we need to do with our minds. This shit's hijacked. So once we start hijacking it back and start thinking more positively and shit, it's really hard to do this shit in the beginning, man. I mean, you'll see. But you'll see throughout the year 2018 specifically, how from the beginning to the end, I went through a complete 360, 180 mind shift, whereby my life was fucked up. And then because of reading the Kabbalion and following the spiritual, going down just that route, that calling in 2018, at the end of the year, even though I was fucked up, I was like, even though I'm fucked up, I do know though, I control, like, it's crazy, you'll see it, man, but just where it's for you, it's for specifically younger men, because you ain't gotta be proper, you ain't gotta do all the shit that you told you need to do. You ain't gotta do all this shit to make it in this world, and the world is not for you not to make it. The world is so big. It's so large that, truth be told, no one cares if you do or if you don't. It's only you. So if you want to do, like, it truly is a abundant, like it's infinite. It's not even abundant. We're abundant. Abundance is only something that's here. So how you know, we could all have it. That shit that they say about these fucking guys and how they have literally like hoarded so much. It's okay because that was the energy that they were supposed to be in. That was it, you know? And energy goes where energy flows. Everything happens as it should. But there was so much held by so many resources. So much, like 75, 80% of the world's resources, the whole shit was held by like 0.0003% or 1%. So unlock, you have to get out of the mindset of it's not even like you can't get rich or you can't. 80% of everything hasn't even been shown to you yet. Here, it's all off the table. So think about that. Let's say that it's, it's a new world coming, and shit changes because it is gonna change. It is changing now. But in this new world that we co-create, there's the idea of all of this, this lack of poverty or any of these things that have been a part of our reality now are no longer going to be, because the only reason it was a part of our reality is because people allowed it to be. People meant for it to be. People hoarded. It is what it is, That was what it was supposed to be. Let it be. But anyways, you can have what you want. Just write it down. I'm gonna show you how I fucking did it right now. You could wear a crown. Yeah, you was a king. Yeah, you could do anything. Little nigga, little homie, little lonely, little nigga that's always so lonely. Feeling like no one understand, cause your pop selling drugs and your mom's was a and yet understood. Not understood, living in the hood, living with nothing. Shit fucked up. Life is fucked up. I'ma get up out of here. I'ma rap or I'ma sing. I'ma kill something or I'ma play bolo. Nah, nigga, you don't need to do fucking olo. You don't need to do them fucking 3 choices. You could do what you want. You can make it in business. You can make it in real estate. Make it in something. You could do something. You could be a chef. You could be the motherfucking illest chef in the boom boom. Yeah, facts. You don't gotta just be ball players and whatever. That's a trap. Most niggas can't be. I wanted to be a football player too, and I didn't make it. Shadow boost, ego dead, ego whatever, Where I was supposed to go. Whatever, but just that shit is a trap right there. So we need more outlets, and the more that we go down the personal development, ultimately will lead you to spiritual development. To go down that process, declutter, relearn, stop learning, stop accepting what you're being told. Stop it. Knowledge is abundant. You don't need nothing. I just brought up. Alright, so I didn't even buy it. Let me stop. But I have to take a exam. You know what? How funny. Let's just show it. There's that white paper right there. Certified Energy Auditor Exam. The thing went out. I just kept going. But I was able to just see where I left off, and I was, trying to make a point about how everything is cap, everything's a lie, everything that you think you know, everything's a lie. Because I just recently have had to sign up to take a certification. It's called Certified Energy Auditor Certification. Right. This is an amazing certification for anybody that wants to figure out how to fucking make some money. But I had to take that certification. And the only way to take it is there are prerequisites, and the prerequisites are you have to have 10 years experience in the field, have a bachelor's, an associate's, or an architect's degree, some shit. I just didn't have any of them. And so I was like, fuck, I mean, I can't even apply. I ran an LED lighting company and did 100 of these walkthroughs myself. Without question qualified, more so than what the candidates might be, but because of the certifications, I can't get it. So, but I didn't even think like that. First I was like, a little mad, like, just why the fuck can't I come in? I just felt like excluded, not like mad at this, whatever. I'm just like, what about me? So, anyways, they straight stunned on me. Said, if you ain't got a degree, we ain't want you a part of this academy. I just Googled, how do I get a degree? And it came back to me with fucking fakedegrees.com for $290. I'm about to buy a 4-year degree with transcripts from some prestigious university. Fucking, let's just buy one from Rutgers. Actually, that's the number one. That's the best business school in the country. In the Northeast, actually, excuse me. So, not to stun on them niggas is doing it big and right. I went in there and I was like, holy shit. But just in general, I could have bought a degree for I'm about to buy a degree for $290. That's just the fucking most inner surface level. Like, everything's cap. Everything that you have to disnote because it's all been a lie. I could buy a degree right now for $290 with transcripts from with a gold plaque. Right? People spend how much money on 4 years? I could get a fucking PhD or whatever, like a master's. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, welcome to the world. The world is not. There's no rules. Rules are just meant for those who will follow them. But in reality, there is no rules. You make your rules, or they make them. And what I'm all about is making my own rules and trying to show young men that they can make their own rules too. From the beginning, we have been trapped. We have been duped. The system is literally, I'm approaching 30, it is a sham. It is the complete opposite of what it is we should be like. It is the polar opposite. The system is built to indoctrinate you into a fake world. You have to unlearn everything. None of it matters. Who was Columbus? What is 1776? What is anything? How do you get what you want? How about that? Let's start off with fuck history, fuck her story, fuck every story. How the fuck do I get my story? How do I create my story, my reality? And that's what this shit's about. Because the first thing you need to do is you need to realize this shit. Okay? Number one. body to like fucking take it for what it's gonna fuck you up. It's gonna, you know, you're gonna reject it. Everything, like it's gonna be hard. It's not easy to just take in from one day to the next. Like, but just take in the fact that you just wasted 18 years. Not wasted, but like in the school sense. You learn some basics, but anyways, now you're ready to start learning how to get what you want in life. Because that's all that should matter anyway. How the fuck do I get what I want, and to be able to create my story? I'm not trying to learn history or her story or your story. That's fucked, right? Shit. So anyways, this is an unfucked channel, or unfucked story. A story of a young dude that, shit, you know, especially in what I got it in, it's against the odds, but it was easy. It wasn't even like, shit is, I fucking unlocked some shit. Nah, I was just always in tune with this shit. Like, I was always believing in shit, like the law of attraction and stuff. So but that's who this is for. That's my story. I'm real, and I'm walking faithfully and with all my intent to just be more real. I want to be as real as I can. I want to just be, you know, because that's all I resonate with. I respect those that I see that are like that. And I think my fear of going on is because I feel like I hide behind some of these things, and I don't ever want that to even be, I don't want that to be exposed. I don't want people to see me and put a mask on. And right now, it's like, you know, it's fucking hurting so bad that I'm here. So, this is, I'm always, first and foremost, Rashawn. Fuck it all. And I ain't always have what I have now. And I want to teach you how I did that so you can do it too, because it's replicatable. I just wrote it down. And I had belief.